Hi, I'm Alan Dalton. Chris Stewart and I strongly believe that one method of achieving the all-important goal of truly creating clients for life is by professionally leveraging Chris's Forever brand strategy and promise. The Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Forever brand promise will also be supported in one new exciting dimension. This will be through the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Real Estate and Lifestyle Planning Guide. We're confident that this program will become an important tool in your business building efforts. It will unite the interest of consumers with your desire to create lifetime relationships with those you serve by providing them with a framework for more strategic and proactive, life-centered real estate plans. The objectives of the Real Estate and Lifestyle Planning Guide is to empower consumers on the basis of their current lifestyle situations and then prompt them for their lifestyle journeys. For example, how to more strategically buy or sell, when to move up, downsize, or how to add value to their home. Additionally, the guide will cover specific nuances of your client's lifestyle dynamics, such as buying or selling real estate if they have children, or extended families that need to be accommodated, including family members with special needs, and much, much more. Most importantly, this program has been designed to encourage clients to reach out to you, their real estate trusted advisor, as questions arise and future scenarios present themselves. We want the consumer-centric program that we've developed to serve as a relationship tool. Now, while there'll be more information on this transformative program in the coming weeks, Chris Stewart has asked me, as the primary collaborator of this planning guide concept from its inception, to briefly highlight some of the major benefits and reasons why this program has been developed for you. Number one, we believe our industry has been farming for years, yet metaphorically speaking, we've been planting the wrong seeds. Two, while it's common in our industry to reference the importance of sphere of influence, Chris and I believe of even greater importance is that we have a plan to influence that sphere. Number three, we must look to replicate the way that other professions and occupations create relationships for life. For example, consumers routinely have one doctor, one accountant, one financial planner, and even one auto mechanic. Yet despite the enormous financial and lifestyle significance of real estate, consumers continue to play a game of random search or real estate roulette. Chris believes, number four, it is the birthright of the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices brand and our network of professional agents to stake their claim as the industry's premier real estate trusted advisors. Thank you for your kind attention, and I'm all in. Let's now examine what the Real Estate and Lifestyle Planning Guide is. As you can see, the front cover of the Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices Real Estate and Planning Guide is explicit, telegraphic, visually arresting, and personal, given how it reads, your planning guide. Also, please notice that at the bottom of the front cover, right below the illustrious Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices brand, is Chris Stewart's mantra, Real Estate's Forever brand. The Forever brand concept, which conveys that you are both transactional and relational, will be reinforced by the many marketing and social media campaigns being created by Wendy Durand and the world-class marketing and ad agencies she directs and educates regarding Chris Stewart's Forever brand mission. As the consumers or your clients open up the self-help guide or peruse it digitally, they will immediately notice on the inside front cover a quote from the one and only Warren Buffett, which reads, "A home is one of the most important assets that most people will ever buy. Homes are also where memories are made, and you want to work with someone you can trust." Let me tell you how valuable that quote is by the use of this cliche. It's priceless. I will now ask you, can you even imagine any person in history more qualified to speak of the importance of assets and proper planning than Mr. Buffett? And I will also leave it to you. What do you think consumers will think when they read a quote from Mr. Buffett that kicks off a real estate and lifestyle planning guide that carries the name Berkshire Hathaway HomeServices? Need I say more? Then consumers and clients get to see Chris Stewart, your CEO, highlighting the importance of real estate lifestyle planning in concert with your being a real estate trusted advisor. The guide then moves on to the need for real estate planning. The images in the following pages celebrate diversity and the distinct episodes that are encountered throughout life's journey. Then we move on to the section of how to get started in the lifestyle planning process. There are 4 steps mentioned. Determine your lifestyle needs and goals, review your lifestyle options, formulate your goals, and develop a lifestyle plan. As you can see, this self-help planning guide is neither a financial plan nor a real estate financial plan. It's not just a real estate plan or just a lifestyle plan. It's both a real estate and lifestyle planning self-help guide. How many of you have proclaimed over the years that I don't just sell real estate, I sell lifestyles? And how many of you have declared that you're a trusted advisor? The planning guide, I must say before we move on, integrates and reflects upon each of these value-enhancing attributes, while at the same time offering substantive content in an elevated spirit of intent that goes well beyond merely proclaiming that you want to be considered as one's agent for life. Consumers, in my opinion, figuratively speaking, have developed antibodies to that ubiquitous offer. This section on determining one's lifestyle needs and real estate preferences invites your present and prospective clients to engage in a process of rigorous introspection as they privately begin to speculate and calculate how they want to live now and in the future regarding real estate and lifestyle. Consumers are asked to survey themselves regarding their needs and desires, including both home and community-related lifestyle considerations. Now, before we move on to some of the classic categories of real estate and lifestyle decision-making, let me acknowledge the following. There is, by design, more aspects of real estate and lifestyle decision-making that is not in the self-help guide than that which is included. Chris, Gino Blafari, Wendy, Bob Watson, and I, when we created this format, decided that we did not want to produce a real estate encyclopedia or an on and offline rival to WebMD. That epic and unrealistic task would ironically defeat the entire purpose of the guide, that being Chris Stewart's mandate that the guide should encourage consumers to reach out to you for your additional wisdom and experiential knowledge that must transcend a Google search. Therefore, the planning guide by design does not include content relating to resort properties, retirement communities, 1031 exchanges, investing, flipping real estate, how to buy equestrian land, farm, commercial, REITs, or timeshares, etc. Instead, in the back of the guide, we encourage consumers to write in any and all of their goals and then reach out to you for assistance while offering a sample of some noteworthy categories to capture their interest, their respect for you, and to stimulate their interest in real estate categories that go beyond the guide. Accordingly, the self-help guide may not be suitable for all people, and you need to decide who and when to provide the guide. But first, you need to see what aspects of real estate and lifestyle planning that we do include. Then you can decide what additional information that you can provide in addition to the guide to meet the needs of individuals. The first major content area included in the guide is the rent versus buy section. Considering that approximately 35% of buyers are first-time buyers, along with how more than 35% of households are headed by renters, it is no surprise that the Real Estate Planning Guide kicks off its major real estate categories with a section on rent versus buy. Of note, your objectivity on the subject of renting versus buying reflected through the content I wrote should earn you immediate respect as a real estate trusted advisor because you make a compelling case for either renting or buying. Please keep in mind that many millennials and downsizers possess a completely different view towards renting than other segments of the real estate population. The next section is where we assess the benefits that consumers can derive during the so-called move-up market. Here I write that in a move-up market, we specifically suggest when one can sell a home for a loss and buy a more expensive home at an even greater reduction from its former value. A move-up market can be where timing might for certain buyers transcend location, location, and location. This knowledge-based advice reinforces the entire premise regarding planning and being proactive versus being merely reactive and tactical, while celebrating your spirit of intent. As we all know, when you become the catalyst for homeowners to move up by being more relational, this can create 2 transactions and lead to even more. This is why Berkshire Hathaway Home Services CEO Chris Stewart wants you to become that forever agent providing a forever plan. Now, speaking of securing 2 transactions by helping just one client, this takes us to the next section on downsizing. In 2017, according to statistics tracked by the National Association of Realtors, 12% of the overall home buyers population between the ages of 45 and 64 were downsizing. Therefore, it is no accident that this segment also is being featured. The question then becomes, how do you capture more of this burgeoning buyer and seller market? One way is that when someone asks you, how's the market? You respond by saying, thanks for asking. It's an opportunistic market, and there are great opportunities for buyers, sellers, and investors. And now I'd like to ask you a question. When do you think you might be making your next lifestyle move? Then when the consumer indicates that they may be moving in a year or so, as they are planning on downsizing, you can now offer your planning assistance by emailing them a link to the guide. This simple act of manifesting higher real estate relevance may very well lead to more doubled transactions. And remember, the more that consumers are willing to share their needs, their wants, and dreams with you based upon your approach as a real estate trusted advisor and a Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Network real estate agent, the less likely the consumers will have the appetite to start all over again by investing their private interest, concerns, and information with a competitive agent. I hope you also love the alliteration as much as I do. Downsizing by design. In keeping with our desire to make the Lifestyle and Planning Guide more relevant to the many than the few, the next section is on moving with children. This is followed by the section that relates to the more than 65% of households caring for pets. From there, the guide displays sensitivity to those consumers, be they families, partners, or individuals of all ages, with a special focus on those with multi-generational concerns, which includes many who are retired, along with providing advice for those real estate consumers with so-called special needs. The next section that your clients and prospective clients will experience is the section on staging or merchandising your home. While our industry is collectively and sufficiently focused on the importance of staging, therefore providing ample advice on actions that one can take to make one's home more saleable, often overlooked is the word and significance of merchandising, which relates to the minor or major physical changes to the property over the lifetime of home ownership that might yield a higher price when the home is brought to the market. For example, a new kitchen represents a merchandising decision, while rearranging furniture or giving a room a fresh coat of paint constitutes a staging decision. Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Network agents want to convey value in both areas. Also, this page in the guide illustrates the difference between merchandising, marketing, and selling a home as the more educated consumers become regarding the complexity and comprehensive value of your skill set, the more likely, in my view, that they will become interested in becoming your de facto client for life. Now that we have addressed renting or buying, moving up or downsizing, moving with children, pets, or planning on serving the lifestyle needs of multi-generational or special needs individuals, partners, or families, let's now move on to what I consider to be the most meaningful section of the guide, regardless of which market you serve. That would be the section where you encourage consumers and potential clients through the use of the self-help guide to develop their own lifestyle plan. This stated goal of yours to encourage consumers to become more contemplative and strategic in their pursuit of their real estate and lifestyle goals, all of which cries out for companion trusted advice signals a significant departure from their impersonal access to content online and begins a process whereby you are now accepted as their forever agent and their forever real estate advisor through their lifetime real estate journey. This planning section stimulates lifestyle planning interest of both the long-term and immediate variety. To quote Chris Stewart, "The best way to do more business in the present is to convey interest well into the future." And the last section that requires their involvement is the section that asks consumers to look upon the planning guide as also a place, perhaps right in their kitchen cabinet, top desk drawer, or online, with an organized record of their roster of lifestyle-related professionals. As you can see here, at the very top of the list is where you can either insert your contact information or you can encourage them to do it themselves, right along with who their real estate attorney is where applicable, their financial advisor, their mortgage broker, insurance agent, general contractor, plumber, electrician, painter, handy person, landscaper, pool maintenance person, etc. And I'm sure not lost on any of you is the cross-marketing and networking opportunities that this experience can provide you. And finally, the last 2 pages are devoted to explaining the difference between a real estate trusted advisor and a real estate agent, with the last page representing information about the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Network. And for those of you who would also like to have your picture and contact information included, and by the way, that's a joke because who wouldn't? And speaking of jokes, some of you may wish to trade out your high school and college pictures to reflect your contemporaneous image, especially if you hope to be considered a trusted advisor. But seriously, Wendy Durand has written out all of the ways that you can order and personalize this program. Now that we have comprehensively covered the why and the what behind this transformative Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate Lifestyle Planning Guide, let's go to the last section of this overview, and that would be the resources and how you can leverage them. Specifically, how to optimize the value of this differentiated program. Speaking of the how, Chris Stewart, Wendy Durand, Bob Watson, our Director of Global Training, and I have spent considerable time and engaged numerous real estate professionals regarding how this concept can be best implemented. Here are some recommendations which you can then add even more of your own. Number 1, this program should not be viewed as a mass mailing or pervasively distributed digital or social media campaign. Number 2, we encourage you to use social media platforms to announce the program, but not to reveal it, as it will on the first introduction diminish the highly personal and selective nature of this process. That said, you should not feel restricted. Number 3, we decided not to do a mass marketing or generic TV campaign, as this might undermine and undercut you, the very people that we want to have the first opportunity to deliver or mail the self-help guide to your sphere of influence. Number 4, we encourage you to use your contact management systems and overall database to personally deliver, email, or mail the guide with a cover letter. An example of the cover letter can be found in the Resource Center. Number 5, we do not encourage high visibility campaigns, as this might preempt your opportunity to lock down clients for life by encouraging your competitors to try to do something similar. Number 6, once you are the first to establish this high caliber relationship, the more difficult it will become for late entrants to disrupt your client-based relationship. Instead, you will be disrupting pre-existing relationships that already exist between homeowners and competitive agents in your marketplace. 7, consider having some guides at open houses for select distribution. 8, consider doing real estate and lifestyle planning seminars. If we see that there's enough research, Wendy Durand and I will develop a program on how you can do these seminars. Number 9, have the guides in your automobile for when you meet people and you're near your automobile. 10, bring your guides on marketing presentations, or what some of you still call listing presentations. This way you can point out to home sellers, when appropriate, how their lifestyle may be suitable for some of your clients that you are encouraging to move up, downsize, buy, or rent. I have seen how many of our network members are following Chris Stewart's vision by proclaiming themselves as part of a forever brand, along with how more and more real estate trusted advisors in our network are declaring themselves as being forever agents. Chris Stewart, Wendy, and I, along with, of course, Chairman Gino Blafari, all trust that by your embracing the Real Estate Lifestyle Planning Guide, that you will memorialize the quote that in order to do, you must first be. I am confident that this program will help you be just that, a forever agent. I want to end this overview of the Berkshire Hathaway Home Services Real Estate and Lifestyle Planning Guide the way I began, by once more referencing Chris Stewart's epic convention speech. For those of you who were there, I am sure you recall when Chris introduced, as an executive who possesses both a major technology and real estate brokerage background, that he declared that the greatest technology ever invented is you. Let me repeat what Chris said. The greatest technology ever invented is you. It is my hope that this program reminds both consumers and your clients of that important fact. Thank you for your kind attention.
Now that you've seen all the possibilities and are excited for the endless opportunities that come with effectively using the Real Estate and Lifestyle Planning Guide, it's time to get your hands on the materials. The print and go versions of the Real Estate and Lifestyle Planning Guide is available for download in Resource Center. There you will also find a cover letter template and an overview of the program for you to download and customize, share, or post to your website. For those of you looking to personalize the planning guide, you can find the customizable version ready for editing in Marketing Resource. Simply search Real Estate and Lifestyle Planning Guide and easily add your own personal touch to this powerful piece. You can also share your excitement on social media through focus messaging. Instagram and Facebook social posts are ready for you to download and share now in Marketing Resource. Again, simply search Real Estate and Lifestyle Planning Guide to unlock all the assets. A special thanks to Alan Dalton, our Senior Vice President of Research and Development, for collaborating with the global marketing team on this project. We are so excited to share this with you.